What's up, guys? This is the Chemist, and today I'm going to start a series on my channel of a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. But instead of the regular Pokemon Crystal, it's going to be a showcase of a hack that I have been working on for a month or two now. It's called Pokemon Crystal 2.0, and it's basically a quality of life improvement of Pokemon Crystal. Now in the description, I'll have a link to my GitHub page where you can see the commits that I did and all the edits and everything, and you can use this as a base and a guide if you want to start your own hack. I'll also link the Skitendo webpage there that has all the forums that the community here uses to help each other out and develop different hacks for these games. But this is a big moment for me because Pokemon Crystal is by far my favorite Pokemon game. It's the first Pokemon game I played as a kid. Immediately fell in love with it, and once I found out about the hacking community, I was quite happy because there was only a couple things that I thought needed to be changed about Pokemon Crystal to really make it a perfect game, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job at doing that. So I edited a lot inside this ROM, so I'm going to try super quick to breeze over these so that I don't waste all your guys' time at the beginning just reading off a changelog. I highly suggest to go look at my GitHub if you want to see everything in detail. But here we go are all the main things, super quick. Number 1, added running shoes. Press B to use them, super useful. I implemented the physical special split from newer generations, which really made a whole bunch of Pokemon more useful now, like Gengar and Tyranitar and Umbreon. Now that those moves are special and physical respectively, they're a lot more powerful. Every Pokemon has its own custom menu sprite and overworld sprite. They're adorable, they look great, it adds a breath of life into this game, and it feels like you're playing something completely new. I changed the shiny odds from 1 out of 8,192, like they normally are, to 1 out of 128. So now you see shiny Pokemon more often, but not so often to where it gets rid of the effect of finding a shiny. I fixed a bunch of glitches, one where the HP bar would go down super slow if you're fighting a high-level enemy. I'm sure you all know about that. It now goes down at a regular speed. I fixed a glitch where Burn, Poison, and Paralyze didn't actually help catching rates for Pokemon. Don't know why that was the case, but I fixed that. I made frame 1, so if we go ahead and look here at the main menu, I made frame 1 the throwback classic frame from Red, Blue, and Yellow. It looks fantastic, I really loved it, and it's just something tiny to add to the game. I color-coded the starter Pokeball on Elm's tables, so now Cyndaquil's in a red Pokeball, Totodil's in a blue one, Chikorita green. Something really small that I got the idea from Ranji, who made Polished Crystal, and it adds a lot to the beginning of the game. I added a bunch of learn sets, so now more Pokemon are way more useful. I'm not going to list all of them off, but just for example, Crobat learns Sludge Bomb now. So Crobat's actually good now, because the physical special split makes Sludge Bomb a special move, and Sludge Bomb is a great poison move, and there was no reason that Crobat shouldn't have learned it. A whole bunch of Pokemon got changes like that for the better. All the evolutions have been emulator proofed now. You can trade, the trade evolutions, now you just level up. Umbreon and Espeon get evolved by the Moon and Sunstone respectively. Golbat to Crobrat's now level based. It's pretty easy to evolve these Pokemon. Added the NPC in-game trades, added some scripts to alert you from the NPCs of things I added to the games. Talking to them is something I highly recommend. The gym leaders, their teams have been buffed and their teams have been edited to make them more reasonable. You'll see that when we take on Falk, the first gym leader. You'll see that it makes more sense, the teams I gave them. The Elite Four is now harder. You need to prepare for them. But they're not so hard to where it's not fun. They're just the good kind of challenging. I made some moves more useful because I'm the type of person who likes to use HMs through the game and not have an HM slave, so I made those actually good moves. For example, Strength is now a fighting type move and a power of 90, so it's actually a fantastic move to have on a fighting Pokemon like Heracross or Machamp, and you'll be able to get through the game without having to have an HM slave. And another example is Fly. Fly now has a power of 90 and an accuracy of 100. that's just an example of some of them. TMs, you can use unlimited. The Wild Lapras, you find Union Caves, now level 30, because level 20 is just too low. Red and Blue are now higher level teams. They're harder to beat. The Day of the Week siblings, they're always visible, so that way they're easier to find and keep in the back of your head. Stat boosting items now increase the moves by 20% instead of 10%, just like the newer games. So there's a lot more I changed, and we'll go through those changes as we play through the ROM. But one of the bigger changes that I made, we can look at right off the bat. So let's go to options. Boom, instant text speed. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and implement that. Let's go ahead and start this game, guys. So we're going to play through as a boy, because that's what I am, even though the girl sprite does look super dope in this game. So, you woke me up. Will you check the clock for me? Yes, I will check the clock. It is actually 11:45 where I'm at. Yeah, you overslept big time. Okay, so you can see the audio is normal speed, but the text is instantly appearing, and that's something I was really aiming for. It's a way to speed up some of the slow, grindy parts of the game without taking away from the experience. So I'm just going to talk to us. People call me the Pokemon Prof. That's true. Oh, Pokemon's adorable. People live together, supporting each other. This game's kind of overarching theme is that Pokemon and trainers are friends. So there's still many mysteries. Definitely you don't even know about natures yet. So I'm gonna go by the name I always use recently. I'm not gonna give you guys my real name, but I'm gonna be Chemist. Okay. Alright, boom. Chemist, I am ready. God, I love this game so much. So much nostalgia is going through right now. This is my first playthrough of my hacked ROM, so I'm quite happy. So we're starting off in the bedrooms. Cool. Let's go down to Madre, see what she has to say. Chemist, Elm's looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot your Pokegear. So she gives you the Pokegear right off the bat. Super helpful. So we get that. And now, did you like the running shoes I bought you? Just hold the B button and you're off. So that was a simple script I added to make sure that you guys are aware that you can use the running shoes. By the way, you guys should totally feel free to download this ROM, play along with me. Go ahead, you know, if you don't want to play along at the same exact speed as I am, that's okay. That's no big deal. Play forward, play through. Take advantage of the changes that I made to, you know, the quality of life of this ROM. Tell me things in the comments you like and don't like. And yeah, I would love to hear you guys' opinions of this ROM hack. And then also, if you find some errors, if you let me know, I'll go fix them immediately. Something I'll do. So let's go ahead and take a look at these running shoes. So here's the regular walking speed, and here's holding down B. And you know, take note that the audio isn't being affected. So this is not me using my emulator to speed this up. This is just a in-game built feature of running shoes. Like, when they introduced these things in newer generations, I was so jealous because Gen 2 was my favorite, and it didn't have it. So you can now see the color-coded Pokeballs. We're going to go ahead and start our script with Elm. Chemist, there you are. I need to ask you a favor. Everyone needs favors in this game. I'm conducting new Pokemon research right now. I was wondering if you could help me with this, Chemist. Well, I'm a researcher in real life, so I will gladly help you. I'm running a paper at a conference, blah blah blah. So I'd like you to raise a Pokemon. I will gladly take a free Pokemon. No questions there, Elm. Okay, so this is where Mr. Pokemon contacts him. Okay. Hey, listen. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He's finding weird things, raving about his discoveries. He's bragging. Yeah, this time it's real. Okay. Yeah, see, he knows it may not be real. He's sending you. Like, he knows Mr. Pokemon be playing. Okay. But he's going to let me raise a Pokemon. So you can see there's Cyndaquil, Totodile, Chikorita. Really small change, but it kind of adds a lot. I am going to take Cyndaquil because this is who I always took when I was a kid. When I very first played this game, Cyndaquil was the one I got. So yeah. And I'm going to give it the nickname that I gave it when I very first played this game. So when I very first played this game, I got Cyndaquil, and I named him Fireball. So there we go. So he was beyond Cherrygrove. That's not a big deal, that's pretty close. And I got his phone number. Alright, so we are off to a great start now. And he even lets you use the healing machine, use how you want. Okay, cool. He's counting on me. Alright, so let's go. This dude's gonna stop us and be like, hey, I'm gonna give you a free potion. Total bro, he gives you Pokeballs later. Nothing but a good guy. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this time now to show you guys the new custom menu sprites. So that's a specific one for Cyndaquil that used to not be there. So yeah, let's take a look at him. Got Cyndaquil, we got fire, it's a boy, holding a berry. Yeah, special attack higher than regular attack, cool. Alright, really good starter. Okay, so let's go ahead and use these running shoes and get on through this route. Now, what I'm going to do with this playthrough is I am going to try to do most of my grinding off screen. I don't want to make you guys have to watch me use the sped up emulator feature because it distorts the audio, and that's why I tried to implement the running shoes as the very first thing when I made this ROM pack. So what I'll do is I'll try to make these episodes somewhere around the 30-minute mark. I know this first one might be longer just because I was trying to explain to you guys some of the changes I made, so you wouldn't be completely just in the dark about everything. I wanted you to be aware of what all I did. So I'll try to keep this around 30 minutes, and I'll try to do some of my grinding off screen. Now, one thing I changed, and I highly suggest you guys do if you go through this ROM with me, is let's talk to this dude right here. I heard there are 15 rare Pokemon on the other side of this gate. I go there at different times too if I were you. So basically what I did is I took advantage of this area on the other side of this gate. If you didn't know, you can go through it, and there's actually grass here. It's Route 46. It's one of the last routes in Johto, but you can't do anything else except for just going through this grass because there's a ledge stopping you from going any further. So I made this patch of grass contain some very special Pokemon at low levels, so that way, if you wanted to use them in your game playthrough, you had access to them. I made some only appear at night, so I highly suggest you go there, and guys, I'm telling you, these are some grade A Pokemon in there. Like, they're great. You definitely want to take advantage of that area. The only reason I'm not encountering any at the moment is because we don't have any Pokeballs yet. Okay, so let's talk to this old guy. He is a total bro. I would love for your wisdom to teach me a couple things. So he tells you about the Poke Centers, how you can heal your Pokemon there, fine. He takes you over to the mart, and he's like, they sell items useful for trainers, like potions, repels, balls, stuff like that. Route 30 is how we get above Cherrygrove, which is where Mr. Pokemon lives. He takes us over to this beautiful seaside view and lets us know that you can't find all the Pokemon in the grass, so you need to go in the water. And then after that massive trip around Cherrygrove, he says, yo, I'm tired, I'm old, here. It's my house, thank you for your company, let me give you a small gift. And he gives you a map card. That is not a small gift. This dude is quite humble. So yeah, so we can go ahead and we can look at our Pokegear, and now we have a map, which is awesome. Dude is so cool for giving that to us. That's a big deal. Okay, cool. So now that we've got that, let's go ahead and start making our way towards Mr. Pokemon's house, but we're going to take a super quick detour real quick, get another berry, because these berries are useful at the beginning of the game, and this dude's going to give us a berry too. So as you can see, for the most part, there were some changes, I made to this ROM, quite a bit of them. I told you at the beginning of the video, but this was meant to be a quality of life ROM hack. I was not trying to take away from the core gameplay experience that Crystal offered in the beginning. All I was trying to do was fix some aspects of it to improve. There's a lot of ROM hacks that offer quite a different gameplay experience if you're looking for something fresh and brand new. But that was not the intention of this ROM hack. So the point of me telling you that was you can see that the guy at that house I just left, he still gives you a berry. He doesn't give you anything super overpowered like leftovers or something like that. I tried to leave most of the stuff normal. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't have Ember yet, so couldn't one-hit KO the Caterpie, but I am glad that we got our Pokemon to level 6. you definitely want to at least, if you got Cyndaquil, you at least at a minimum want to have your Pokemon be at level 6 before you fight your rival, because at level 6, Cyndaquil owns Smokescreen. Hello, you must be the chemist. This is what Professor Allen wanted me to examine. Chemist received the mystery egg. Put it in the key pocket, and he knows people who run the daycare, and they gave him this egg, which is an awesome feature that this game added breeding, which is just huge mechanic that they added to the game. And Oak comes over. Professor Oak, so you're a chemist. Ah, I'm Oak. Oak's the OG, the almighty. This is where he finds out, hey, Professor Aaron gave you Pokemon, and a long time ago, he gave a trainer a Pokemon. So now he knows. He understands why he gave you a Pokemon for this errand to researchers like him and I. Pokemon are our friends, and he saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care, and because of that, you seem dependable, and he wants to give you the Pokedex. Now, you might be thinking, well, he gave the Pokedex to Red and Blue, why does he need to give one to you two? We're in a new region, we've already encountered new Pokemon, and we need to expand on that Pokedex. Mr. Pokemon's a little bro, and he's going to heal our Pokemon here, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is... Oh wait, we get a call. Professor L. Hello, chemist? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. So basically we gotta go figure out what on earth the rival messed up now. I'm not gonna try and do too much more grinding on the screen, just because we're already one level higher than the rival's Pokemon. That's how much experience I got. No, I'm not gonna waste your guys' time on that. Yeah, I'm already level 6, and I've got Smokescreen, and he's holding a berry as well. I think. Is he still holding the berry? No, so I'm gonna give him berry. As long as he's holding the berry, and we have that potion, we'll be fine. Battling our rival. So my strategy for this very first fight, don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have good Pokemon. Yeah, because you stole it. Okay, so my strategy for this very first fight is I am going to just use 2 Smokescreens, and then tackle to death. When I edited the Shiny Odd encounters, some of you might think, oh, okay, well to edit Shiny Odds, all you have to do is change a fraction, right? Like 1 out of 8,192. And that's simply just not the case. The way Shiny Pokemon are determined in this game is through DVs. And so in order to edit the Shiny Odds, you have to edit the calculation of which DVs are used to determine shiny Pokemon. So when I did that and make shiny Pokemon more common in the wild, an unexpected side effect was that all of the rival Pokemon are shiny. I'm not quite sure why that's the case, but it is. So yeah, so those Smokescreens are handy because I can't remember this off the top of my head, but I don't think Scratch has imperfect accuracy like Tackle does. Tackle is like 95% accurate or 90% accurate, so it's good to get a couple Smokescreens off, so that way kind of like a even playing field. So now what I need to do is I need to use a potion. So yeah, there we go. Again, the Smokescreens coming in handy. So 1 or 2 more yeah, so this is not going to be a big deal. So, fight's almost over. Boom. 70 XP, boom, level 7. Excellent. Okay, rival is defeated. Got $300 bills. My name is question marks. I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Okay, so I'm going to heal up. So heal that up. I love that little jingle. Okay, cool. So now, let's get back to Professor M. I'm actually going to go the route that lets you avoid the grass just for the time being. Because I've got in mind where I want to end this episode. Dang, I'm just really bad at that. Okay. Alright. So let's run. Okay, get away from this. Let's go talk to the police officer and Professor M real quick. That way we can start the next main part of this game. Okay, so apparently it was a young man with long gray hair. Well, I battled him. Yeah, and I caught his name. So basically, when I was a kid, the very first time I ever played this game, I just named him the 3 question marks that he said his name was at the very beginning. Because I was like, oh, he said his name was that. You know, because I was 8 and an idiot, so... so we'll name him that. So we hand the mystery egg to Elm, and he's like, yo, this is dope. Okay. And you got a Pokedex. Dude, that's incredible. Okay, so now, Chemist, what you need to do is you need to take on the Pokemon Gym Challenge. There's one in Violet City. Yeah. Okay, that's a long one. Yeah, it's a long one, because these games gave you the bang for your buck. In terms of things to do. And this dude comes through again and gives you Pokeballs. Awesome. So now that we have Pokeballs, I can now add the next member to our team. Okay. Yeah, Cyndaquil is cute. So basically the mom just says goodbye and she asks if she can save money for you, and I always let her do that because she buys really adorable little dolls for your room that you can't get anywhere else. So I really like to have those. So I always let her save my money. I'm not going to get this guy to teach us how to catch Pokemon, because if you're playing a Pokemon ROM hack, then you already know how to catch Pokemon. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid these fights, mainly because I don't want Cyndaquil to get too strong yet. He's level 7 right now, because I want to catch the second member of our team, and I don't want him to be so high level that he just one-hit KOs it. So I'm going to come to this patch of grass, and now we are going to start the search for the second member of our team. So, see, you can catch quite a few Pokemon in here, but this is not the one that I want to use for our team. Now you might be thinking, Jeff, why'd you pass up Shelter? Because Cloyster is awesome. Well, I actually made Cloyster extremely powerful in this game, so if you liked Cloyster, then you should definitely catch one. But Squirtle is the one that I wanted. Okay. So, that's good. These tackles aren't doing too much. Excellent. So let's get Squirtle down to the red. Oh, okay, good. Squirrel's on the red. Okay, so guys, I'm telling you, you want to come to this patch of grass. I made it to where you can get some really, really good Pokemon. As you can see, you could potentially have a Blastoise or a Cloyster from coming to this patch of grass. Dang! He broke free! Oh man, he's in the red! Oh, dang, okay. We can do this, guys. We can do this. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, guys. Okay. Oh, instantly broke out. No. We only have 3 more Pokeballs left. Okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. If we catch Squirtle, I need a like. Need you to drop a like on the video if we catch Squirtle. Oh my gosh! That is so not fair! It wobbled 3 times! Oh, dang. I can't hit him anymore. He's already in the red. I'll kill him if I do. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We caught Squirtle. Oh, yes! Excellent. Okay, so we got a second member to our team, Squirtle. When it feels threatened, it hides inside its shell and sprays water from its mouth. Yes, I'm going to give him a nickname. I'm going to give all my Pokemon nicknames in these games. You can see the little custom Squirtle overworld sprite we got there, and I'm actually going to nickname him what my wife always nicknames her Squirtles. And Squirtle's her favorite Pokemon, so that's why I'm going to do this. And we're going to nickname it Squirt. She does that because of Finding Nemo. Cool. Awesome. Well, let's take a real quick glance real quick. We got Fireball and we got Squirt. I'm going to give each of them a berry to hold. Excellent. Okay, cool. So I think this is where I'm going to end this episode, guys. So just make sure to, you know, drop a like if you enjoyed the type of content that I'm bringing. Please feel free to get this ROM or any ROM, you know, and play along as well. I'm going to start uploading these as frequently as I possibly can. So if you ever want to watch these, you know, with some dinner or from friends or whatever, just come and relax here, guys. And I hope you liked the changes so far I've made to the ROM. There's many more to come, and I'll see you guys in the next one.